Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Monday, December 1st, 2014. What a week it's going to be. What a week it's starting off to be. So the Thanksgiving holiday is past us, but on Friday we did see a major decline in oil and a lot of equity stocks. Last night we get some news that Moody's downgraded Japan's credit rating, so there's a lot going on out here. But if you take a look at the S&P 500 E-minis, they are now trading down about $9. They were lower overnight. You can see right around here, 4 o'clock in the morning. They were around the 2052 level. Right now at around 2057. So we'll see how this market shakes out today. But nonetheless, markets are starting lower to start the day. Now, very important. It's important to note that there is some currency movement going on. I never really talk about this pair, but if you take a look at the US dollar versus the Russian ruble, what you'll see here if we go to a daily chart is that this made a new high, I believe a multi-year high. However, it has since started to taper off. Looks like Russia is making plans right now to try to strengthen or weaken their currency a little bit, but we'll see how that plays out. That could turn out to be a big news event later. But if we look at a lot of stocks right now, the energy stocks are front and center, and I think that's what we have to watch for. One stock that's on my radar today is Occidental Petroleum. The stock right now is trading at 76.45, so there is a little bit of support. It closed at 79.77 on Friday. This was just absolutely hammered over the weekend. Again, traders got to be careful. This is an equity that can flush lower. So, again, we'll look to trade this in the intraday stock chat today, provided we get the right setups. But you got to be a little bit careful with the energy stocks. Even if you take a look at a lot of the big ones, like ExxonMobil, they were down sharply on Friday. Chevron Corp, these are giant integrated, so they're very diverse, and they were down a ton. ConocoPhillips is another one. So you can just see all of these stocks were really hammered down, and ultimately they might have lower to go. So be a little bit careful here. This morning we do have crude oil trading higher by about 28 cents to $66.45 a barrel. It's definitely oversold. It doesn't mean you can't get more of a flush when you get these kind of reactive type moves. Generally, when you see such a big drop in oil, it usually tells you that there's usually a couple of hedge funds or some big institutions that are caught, and the market is going to take it the other way against them. And that's what you'll probably hear in a couple of days, how a few firms went out of business or have to file bankruptcy or something of that nature, how to liquidate. You're going to see something like that. That's certainly around the corner. So be a little bit careful here with the energy plays. I'm also looking at natural gas today via the UNG, which is the United States Natural Gas Fund. This is getting hammered too. This closed at 21.25 on Friday. It's now trading at 20.25. So we have a lot of different equities in the energy space, whether it's natural gas or whether it's individual stocks out there. They're all getting all under some pressure here this morning. All right, let's get into some other stocks here. Mylan could be in the news. MYL, this is something we may look to play today. Stock right now is trading at around $60 a share. You can see it up here. It looks like they've settled with Gilead on an HIV drug that they're going to be allowed to put forward. Again, I'm going to give the stock the upside to around $61. So I don't know if there's a whole lot of upside here, but give it the upside. But this is something that we will look at in the intraday stock chat. And if you want to see what we're doing there, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to that, and you'll see everything that we're looking at. Weatherford is in the news today. WTF looks like they sold off a part. WFT, I believe. WFT, there we go. Looks like they sold off a part of their business, I believe, to Lubrizol. So they sold got an $800 million deal. Again, I just don't see a lot of upside in the stock. It's been beaten down. I ultimately think, despite the sale and all, that this one still can go lower. So be careful here. DreamWorks is in the news today. DWA is the ticker symbol. They had their new movie out, Penguins. It didn't do that very well, or as good as expected. Stock right now is trading at $22.32. The only level I'm really seeing for this DreamWorks right now that interests me is around $20.25. If it does get down to that level, that's a play, I believe, intraday for us today. So keep that one on the radar, DreamWorks, if it does get down to that level. Let's take a look at Groupon. GRPN is the ticker symbol there. There we go. Groupon is trading higher this morning. Today is Cyber Monday, so a lot of computer deals are going out today. Groupon is expected to benefit. Right now, the stock is trading higher, but I'm showing a lot of resistance around $8.50, $8.70. I'm not sure you're going to see that kind of a move up there. So if you own Groupon right now, I would trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, I really would not chase it up here. But if you do own it, see if you get up to that 850 level. That's a level where I would probably start to liquidate or move out of the equity. Either way, Groupon is on the move today. We'll look at this once the opening bell rings. Now I want to get over to the gold market because everybody knows over the weekend Switzerland had a referendum vote, and they did not vote in favor of moving their currency more towards gold, and but it is not affecting gold today. Gold did sell off sharply though on Friday. Today gold is trading up about $2.90, $3 to $1,178 an ounce. Let's go over to the GLD. What you'll see here with the GLD is is trading at around 113.35. It closed at 112.11. So this is a good little pop this morning for the GLD. We'll see if it can sustain itself here. But right now, gold is still being defended, and that should be telling us something. There's a lot going on. Like I said earlier, Japan's economy, I believe their credit rating was downgraded by Moody's to AA negative. So again, we'll see how this all shakes out, but there's a lot going on here. So we want to keep gold on the radar. It's actually hanging in there pretty well this morning. Let's take a look at crude oil today. Crude oil is now up 25 cents to $66.39. You still got to be careful with crude, although there is a fair amount of support down here at these levels. But if you take a look at the USO this morning, you'll see that the USO right now is trading at should be popping up momentarily here. Looks like USO right now, even though my chart is a little bit delayed, is trading at around $25.18. So it closed at $25.58. Again, be a little bit careful with the oil market. The oil is definitely under pressure, and that can continue at least in the first hour or two this morning. I would not rule that out. Once again, ES futures are trading lower by 9.25 points to 20.57 per contract. You also have the NASDAQ futures, which is the NQ, down about 14.5 points to 43.23 per contract. So we're definitely seeing a little bit of a weaker market here. You want to take note of it. But again, every weak market has been a buying opportunity. We'll see if that is the case. I'm not sure we'll see that today, but nonetheless, that has been the theme lately. So we're going to leave it here, short and sweet today. Again, there's not a lot of big gap plays, but there are definitely a lot of equities in motion. So come over to the intraday stock chat, take a 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're looking to do there, and we'll take it one step at a time. But it's definitely going to be a more volatile market today, so we'll see how this all shakes out and plays out, and we'll see everybody on the charts. Have a great day, everyone.